We're the Big Man Small Man podcast. I'm Michael, Liverpool fan.
I'm Ryan, and I'm a Manchester United fan.
Sweet. Right, so this is just us talking about everything that's going on in football right now.
Just shooting the shit, talking about football and everything that's happening each week, really.
Yeah. Right. So, should we crack on?
Let's get on with it, mate.
Alright.
Let's sort it out.
So, World Cup. England did alright, didn't they?
Did they though? That's the thing I don't understand. They did good.
Are you buying into this whole easy draw thing?
It was an easy draw.
It was.
We didn't play anyone big.
Colombia wasn't the easiest game in the world.
No, Colombia were
like, they in the last World Cup they were quarterfinalists, weren't they? So in theory, in the top 8 teams, you can't snob at that.
They were without their star man though.
They were, yeah, pushing penalties, but we broke that penalty hoodoo as well.
Yeah, no, that is one thing I am actually like. It's just amazed because it's been so long.
Yeah.
I can't even tell you how long it has been since the last time we won a penalty shootout because I wasn't alive.
Yes, true. Like given the fact we had a really young team too. I mean, Ashley Young's our oldest player. What, 31 was he?
I think he's a bit older than that. I'm not so sure.
Well, he's early 30s. He's the wrong side of it. Yeah.
He's the wrong side of 30. Yeah.
He definitely is. So we've got a relatively young team, an average age of probably what 24, 25.
It's got to be, hasn't it? Yeah. They did good because obviously it's still the second best, joint second best finish that we've ever had in a World Cup.
Yeah, and this is from a really young side. In theory, in 4 years, we could be even better.
Look, we did get an easy draw. Like obviously, I was buzzing. Like I totally bought into the Southgate, the Messiah hype. Whilst
like for a month, it was coming home.
Honestly, that's one of the greatest things. Like not even the actual the footballing aspect of it, just the whole nation united was. Just...
Yeah, it was a good atmosphere everywhere, wasn't it? Like even people I knew didn't care about football was like, oh, it's coming home, innit? Like my Twitter feed full of like you and I are big Grebos, so like everyone we know is like very alternative. So seeing those sort of people getting really on board was really cool.
It was good, but I don't think we got tested properly, and we got spanked in the third place playoff. Not that I think that game was taken too seriously, but
it wasn't taken seriously by anyone. Nor was the final group game against Belgium as well. So
which turned out to be the best thing Gareth did that time.
In theory, yes, but it's. I think we did very well. I'm more than proud of our players for what they did, and Gareth Southgate. I think he brought in a philosophy for us, which he stuck to, and to an extent it worked.
Set pieces. We can't talk about England without talking about set pieces.
You can't. I mean, I know it's the very old age of like England, give it to the big man. But it works.
The big men delivered. Harry Maguire with his massive head.
That's slab head.
That's slab head. Whoosh! Straight into the net.
Oh,
Love it.
I was a big fan.
No, and then we had these quick interchanging players. We had obviously Ali. We had
there was moments where Ali, Lingard, Kane were all linking up very well. Like. What do you think? Yeah, what do you think of Sterling?
He needed a goal, didn't
he? He needed a goal to shut people up, but I thought he really impressed me, especially against Croatia in the semi. Like a lot of our play like in the semi-final, especially in the first half. Was hit Sterling channels, and he ran those channels really well. He got the ball. Like I noticed in the second half when it was Rashford, he didn't do it as well enough, and we were really lacking something. That was also given like
those balls were going as well. He just wasn't chasing them like Sterling was.
Yeah, well, I mean, whether he's told to do something different by the manager or not, like, it might not be his own fault. But no, it might have something to do with Kane. Like you could tell he was tiring a lot. He was dropping a lot deeper. Like his legs had gone.
Was he 100% in that game? That's what people have been saying as well.
Maybe, but like as far as your cardio fitness goes, like it's not going to stop him like his ability to actually run.
No,
what was it an ankle injury? Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, so it may have caused him some discomfort, but it shouldn't make him any more tired.
No, probably not. And Sterling was good against Sweden sort of early on. He had a couple of chances, a chance that he probably should have buried as well. Yeah. And Kane, in fact, in that Croatia game, Kane should have buried.
Yeah, but you don't worry about your players when they're not scoring. You worry about them when they don't get the chances. That's the problem. That is the age-old thing. Like your finishing might be awful, but if you're still getting in positions, you've shown something's happening there.
Yeah, and it's finishing can only get better. That's one thing that obviously Raheem Sterling had been criticised on beforehand. And obviously shut people up this season at City.
Yeah, was it 15 goals he scored?
God, he had a cracking season.
Around that, wasn't it?
A cracking season. But yeah, England look, England did well. I still think it paints us in a better light than we actually played. But at the end of the day, we got to the semi-finals. Yeah. We were the fourth best team in the tournament.
Yeah. So out of 10, rate our World Cup. Obviously, 10 being phenomenal.
8.5.
I can live with 8.5, but yeah, we're 8.5 in the World Cup for England.
What? Yeah, no, 8.5.
Right, so France, they went all the way. They brought it home.
It came to Francais. It was the same magnifique performance.
They brought the va-va-voom.
They brought the very same va-va-voom that I've seen in previous tournaments.
So how do you rate France during the World Cup? Because for me, they didn't really turn it on, did they? Early doors
grew into the tournament. Didn't
they? Yeah, they really did.
That group stage, I was like,
they were kicking second gear.
It felt like
they got through comfortably.
Yeah,
like they weren't really tested early on, but
they had a tight game again. I remember watching the first game they played. Australia had a tight game against them. Obviously the Denmark game ended 0-0. I can't remember who else was even in their group. I think they won like 1-0. I think it's a lesser team.
Yeah, well, I think that really says a lot, doesn't it? When you can't remember who it was.
Oh well, yeah.
No disrespect to whatever team it was.
No, if you're from that country, sorry, we love you. But no, and then they grew into the tournament. Especially what the first thing was that the game against Argentina. That's when I thought. Yeah, France are turning it on now.
Yeah, they showed up. Like
in fact, Mbappe. Oh, we've got to talk about Mbappe.
He was great. Yeah, like, for me, he was about the young player tournament, wasn't
he? Yeah. Do you know where James Rodriguez was the guy
in 2014?
I think Mbappe was the guy in that tournament. Though it's slightly different this time because obviously I'd heard of James Rodriguez beforehand, but he wasn't as well known as Mbappe. I mean, Mbappe went for silly money like last summer.
Yeah, so. Ridiculous money, wasn't it? Like I don't know the fee, but it was well over 100 million.
Oh yeah, ridiculous money.
And obviously he turned it on in Champions League 2 years ago as well. Got Monaco all the way to
semis. Whereas James hadn't really done much up until that point.
No, he'd had a pretty good time at Porto. I think he caught the eye on Monaco at that point, didn't he? He went there.
That's when Monaco got the money as well, wasn't it? Yeah, when they signed Coutinho and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then obviously when he turned on that World Cup.
Yeah, I think from that point on they just getting better and better.
Yeah, they were.
And then in the final, deserved winners, I think.
Oh, definitely. Like, I mean, the other thing they really did wrong in that final was Hugo Lloris's little mishap.
Yeah. He did a Karius, didn't
he? Hugo Lloris Karius, yes. But yeah, France deserved winners, and it was always nice seeing Pogba dab with a trophy.
For me, that's a personal highlight.
Yeah, I mean, you saw him do it with the League Cup, so.
Yeah, I did see him do it with the League Cup and the Europa League trophy. Well, he didn't actually do it with the Europa League trophy.
It's too big to dab with that, isn't it?
It's quite big. I could, because obviously I lift, but.
Oh yeah. Big lad, right?
Obviously.
Right. Yeah. So who surprised you in the World Cup then?
Japan.
They did really well, didn't they? They were 2-0 up against Belgium in the last 16, weren't
they? They did. Obviously, they beat Colombia. Okay, Colombia went a man down really early, but you had to win the game, and they played really well against Belgium. Okay, they weren't amazing, but I thought they were coming bottom of that group.
Yeah, I mean that was a difficult group, wasn't it? You had Senegal
and Poland.
Yeah,
Poland.
Like that was in theory the hardest group to pull off, isn't it? Like I also had Japan to finish bottom of the group, to be fair. So when they turned on, got through that group, and like because it was Senegal, Poland, and Colombia, wasn't it? It was like, oh, which one's gonna get top out of those three?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And yeah, so props to them.
Yeah.
Another big surprise, but not in a good way. Germany.
Oh, that was I was really happy when they went out. Like it's
of course you were.
It's not yeah. I know it was like an England fan, Englishman. Like I should have a real distaste for Germany, but like in past tournaments they played really good football. To be fair, it's been a joy to see. Like if you take off your England hat.
Which I rarely do.
Yeah, we very rarely did that this summer.
But they've got some ballers in this squad, and
yeah, actually on that, by the way, with Germany, what do you think about the treatment of Mesut Ozil? Because I feel like he's been done really dirty by the German press and the German FA.
Yeah, no.
Like they've not got in his corner at all. It's nice to see a lot of his teammates come out and support of him. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, and you know what I hope for him now. I hope he goes back to Arsenal. It looks like he might be getting the captaincy at Arsenal as well. I hope he goes back and just has a really good season.
Yeah. For those who don't know, by the way, following Germany's World Cup exit, Mesut Ozil was criticised mainly due to his dual nationality because he's Turkish by birth, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the German press were just using that as a weapon, an insult almost to Mesut Ozil, basically saying he's the main. He was the German scapegoat, really. Like he's what we assumed Dele Alli would have been for us.
Yeah.
So yeah, like they'd use his dual nationality. They'd criticised him meeting the leader of Turkey. Like what? Turkey, did they call him the Prime Minister in Turkey? I'm not very sure.
I'm not sure.
The German head of state. Anyway, he, like an old picture where he met the big man in Turkey, and it's really.
I think that's the official title. I think that's what they call him.
The Turkish big man.
The Turkish big man. Put him up top. He'll score goals.
It's like 2 guy. but yeah, I feel like he's done really dirty by the press, and it's good to see him come out and talk about it as well, because a lot of people think football should shut up and get on with the game.
A lot of people
it's really nice to see.
In that situation would take it and just deal with it away from press. And he put that statement out, and I was like,
in the past there's been a lot of like black footballers criticised, and like you'll see like most of them have quoted that other people tell them to like stay out of politics or just get your head down and carry on with the game. It's really nice to see someone speak out and say, no, I'm not happy with this. This shouldn't happen.
No, and of course it shouldn't. He's a phenomenal player at the end of the day.
He's great. Right, so back on to the World Cup anyway. To be fair, Croatia surprised me. Like obviously, to our discomfort,
they were the better team.
Post the first half, like the Croatian manager got his tactics spot on. I reckon, like, and it was unfortunate for us, but yeah, Croatia did really well. Made it fast and tough ties. So fair play to them. Got to the final. Can't argue with that.
I don't think I've ever been happy since that Trippier goal.
That Kieran Trippier goal was phenomenal.
It's the last time I was truly happy, mate. No, I'm joking. No, but yeah, they were excellent. And honestly, I knew they got a good team. They got Perisic, Modric, Mandzukic.
Yeah, Modric, by the way, played tournament by far. Like,
oh, he's insane.
I was watching him throughout the tournament.
The Croatian David Guetta. Oh, he was unreal.
He was like he's like, for me, he was like easily the best player of the tournament. Like, he showed me he's arguably the best midfielder in the world right now.
Perisic was unreal against England.
Yeah, he had a really good game. He scored in the final against France as well, didn't he? That was a good goal.
Yes, he did. It was a good goal. Mandzukic's goal against England. Well, Mandzukic is a good player.
He switched on. He switched on. The ball came back in the box. He did what he had to do.
He's a good player.
Rakitic was good.
Yeah, Rakitic. They've got some quality talent. They've got Salico right back. They've got some quality talent in there. So I'm not denying that they're great quality, but they're not one of these teams that you pick when you go through your World Cup bracket. You're like, oh, you got your France, your Spain, your Brazil. You know, put your Croatia in there. You know what? Fair play to them. They did the bits. They did what they had to do, and I thought they were quality.
Yeah, Croatia were good. Russia as well. Made it to the quarterfinals.
Very true.
Only went out on penalties as well as Croatia. So
beat Spain.
Yes, they beat Spain.
They beat
again.
Spain.
Was that on penalties? Wasn't it? Yeah, it was.
It was on penalties. It was obviously in the end a bit of a back to the wall thing. But if you can stay resolute and sort of.
I mean, to be fair, anything that can beat Spain is doing something right. Well, I know they had a bad tournament with their manager getting sacked 2 days before the tournament started, but still, like.
Yeah.
Regardless, there's a lot of talent in that Spain squad, so to beat that is very good.
We've got some good players. Cheryshev was a weird one because he didn't start. It's an injury that got him into the squad, and
didn't he? Was it 3 goals he scored from basically being on the bench constantly?
It was 4.
Was it 4?
He got 4 goals, and he scored an absolute golazzo against Croatia. And I remember watching that game, the latter part of it in the pub after work, and I was so cheering for Russia. Only because we would have played them afterwards. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You don't want Russia to go through like just giving England an easy tie in the future if it came to it. Because I had England's route to the final being against Spain in the semis if it came to it.
Yeah, but Russia were good. I can't think of any other surprise. South Korea, maybe not.
I mean, they didn't do incredible, but
they beat Germany.
Against Germany. Yeah, I was getting a bit mad.
But I think that's about it.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it to you as one final thing on the World Cup. Your favourite moment of the World Cup. If you had to pinpoint just one moment, just one little snippet of the 2018 World Cup, What's your favourite part?
For me, it would have to be the game against Panama, where we won 6-1.
Fair.
Well, that was. I think that was the moment where everyone kind of thought. Everyone started getting behind England.
That was it when it was coming home.
Yeah, that's when the whole "it's coming home" thing started for me. Really, like the game against Tunisia, like we scraped a win against a team we should have easily beaten.
Yeah.
So like that was just like, oh, typical England. Like we eventually get there.
The Harry Kane hat trick as well. We can't forget that. But
yeah,
I say hat trick with quotations because he fluked that last goal.
Oh, that last one.
And 2 penalties.
That was a shot as well.
What?
Was it Loftus Cheek that hit the ball against his ankle?
I think so. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So. Yeah, I think.
Was that your moment then? The 6-1.
Yeah, for me it was 6-1. I was watching that in the pub. Everyone was going mad. It was great. What about you?
I've got a couple. That's probably it. The Kieran Trippier free kick.
Yeah, we were having a good time there, weren't we? Having a few beers and watching that.
You have my reaction on camera to that.
Yeah, for everyone that will be listening, I secretly filmed me and Ryan watching the first half of that England game, and without him knowing, I got his immediate reaction to that Kieran Trippier goal, and it was phenomenal.
The thing is, you reacted obviously knowing that it was being filmed, and I know you still went a bit mad.
Yeah, I feel like I'd reacted the same way regardless of knowing, but like obviously.
It was a mad reaction. So there's the Kieran Trippier goal against Croatia, the penalty shootout, and Ronaldo's free kick. I think I'm gonna go for the penalty shootout. That was my bit.
There can't be a penalty shootout where we won.
Yeah, that is my favourite moment of the World Cup.
That's fair.
So
how do you rate this World Cup then? Like,
I think it's the best one I've seen. Yeah.
Best one you've seen. You're born in '93. Obviously, you know, like regardless of '94 anyway, we weren't in it.
I only remember one part of '98, so I just forget that. 2002 is where sort of my World Cup start.
Yeah.
That was a good World Cup, but obviously I was still very young, so I didn't get into it as much. 2006.
I like 2006. I thought it was a good one.
It's the last time we won a knockout game.
Well, until this time around.
Yeah, until this time around.
2010, like it was underwhelming and like it was poor by England that World Cup.
But Lampard's goal, damn it! It was a goal.
It was a goal.
2014, I just called it right off. It was a great World Cup though, as a World Cup.
It was. I mean, it brought us some good moments like the things Tim Howard could save. Like that's gonna be with me forever.
James Rodriguez, Wonder Galazzo, Van Persie.
That Van Persie had
just that performance against Spain. It was.
Yeah. So.
But this has been by far my favourite World Cup.
I'd say the same. I think a lot of it's probably got to do with like me being at a good drinking age as well. Now I definitely wasn't like, in a pub at 2010.
Kids.
Alcohol makes everything better.
Don't drink alcohol. We don't condone over drinking alcohol.
Right. So next thing then. So I noticed something a lot with stuff like there's been a lot of LGBT support by football clubs. Of like the last few years, we've noticed like football clubs really take it on board.
Yeah.
And like it is very commendable. But I've seen a lot of stuff on social media where like recently, it's been LGBT Pride in Liverpool on the last weekend.
Yeah.
And to celebrate it, like Liverpool Football Club, I've changed like pictures on their social media. So on their Instagram account, for example, their Instagram profile picture is the Liverpool badge with the LGBT flag behind it.
Yeah.
And they've not like done anything, not like I put a picture alone with it like saying we support LGBT.
Just changed their profile picture.
Changed the profile picture, not put anything else with it. No context, just that's there.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot of comments on Instagram posts, like not even related to like the post itself, not even being related to LGBT. It would just be like, you know, of Salah doing kick-ups in training or something like that.
Yeah.
And if you read through the comments, you see people saying like, no, change your picture back, remove that flag. Like, it's got no place really. I get like Liverpool fans are going to be all corners of the globe. You know,
it's a global.
It's a very global game now.
And obviously, certain beliefs from certain parts of the world, but they can believe what their background or what their origins is or whatever, their cultures and stuff. It's still not right, I don't think. And at the end of the day, football is an all-inclusive sport.
Yeah, it's for everyone, isn't it? Like
football.
That's one of the best things about sports. It breaks down all sports, but especially football. It breaks down every barrier. Like, you know,
everyone can enjoy football. Everyone can play football. Yeah, everyone can join in. It's obviously a great thing.
You play football regardless of your age, gender, sexual orientation, wealth as well. Like, I mean, all you really need is a football and a couple of jumpers, and you're playing a game.
having a great time. Yeah. So, yeah, I think it is. I understand. Well, I don't understand where they're coming from. I don't want to say that before people take me out of context. I understand why they'd say those things because in their society, their culture,
it's not
drilled into them.
Yeah, like a lot of people don't see it as very acceptable,
but there's no place for narrow-mindedness and just in football.
Well, in or outside of football.
Sure, yeah, well, yeah, of course.
That's not tolerated. Like, it shouldn't be tolerated anyway.
Yeah, no, it's when they as well when they do like the Stonewall boots thing. I see it on United's Twitter a lot. They normally post like a thing about it, which they should do. And there's people like take this picture down. It's like I will not support you anymore. And if your allegiance to a football club is based on whether they include people from different backgrounds or not, it's stupid as well. But just give it a rest, man.
Yeah, like as like
give it a rest.
Yeah, as a like really proud Liverpool fan, like if your view is that like the club shouldn't support people of all walks of life, then I particularly wouldn't want you supporting that club with me.
Yeah, 100%, and I totally agree with that. And look, I love that teams are doing it now, and I love that the Premier League are doing it now.
Yeah, I mean, there's the whole Rainbow Laces thing. That's the
Stonewall campaign, yeah. And I'm glad that because it was a taboo for a while, wasn't it? Being a gay footballer, being gay in football.
Yeah,
was
there's obviously there's a lot of talk about like there not being an openly gay top level footballer.
Yeah.
And like I think we need to take our mind off that, like regardless, because
that shouldn't matter anyway.
It shouldn't, but like I've always thought like no matter what, like the first player that'll come out, they will always be known as that guy, which
it's going to be a huge move.
It's going to be a big thing. Like no matter what, like if say for example if it was Mo Salah, he wouldn't be known as the guy who broke the all-time Premier League record. Then he'd be known as the first like top level footballer to come out, and that's not what it should be about.
No, I understand that.
Like they shouldn't be branded as that player that did that. They should be only known for what they do on the football pitch.
And their personal life should be kept separate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, this weekend.
Oh yeah, now we're on a big one.
This weekend, football kicks off. Initially, football kicks off from Championship to League 2, and obviously lower and lower and lower. Kicks off this weekend, but we're focusing mainly on the Community Shield. Manchester City, Premier League champions against Chelsea, FA Cup champions. I try not to cry on that one. Is it important? Do you care about the Community Shield? If Liverpool are in it, I think you care.
I mean,
it meant you would have won
in theory, any trophy is important, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm thinking, obviously, as a Liverpool fan, I don't want to keep doing this. But when was your last trophy? Was a League Cup? Like what?
Last trophy was a League Cup in 2011, I believe.
So, if you were in the Community Shield, you'd be happy because it would have meant you would have won either the Premier League or the FA Cup. So you'd be happy about that.
Yeah, but like the Community Shield is a result. It's also a result of a trophy, isn't it?
Exactly. So to be in the game,
for example, like I'd love to win the Club World Cup, but I know we'd win the Club World Cup if we won the Champions League. So
exactly.
If it falls in that category.
But do you think the Community Shield as a game itself is important?
It's a really difficult one because I don't feel like I'd measure at my team's season off it. For example, Liverpool were in the 2006 Community Shield, and we beat Chelsea because we won the FA Cup in 2006. We beat Chelsea and we still end up only finishing like third or fourth that season in the 06-07 season. So it doesn't have a massive bearing because I think Chelsea like came and hit second that season.
Yeah.
So we beat Chelsea in the Community Shield, but they still pipped us in the league. So it
no, I don't think
relevance wise.
I don't think it has a bearing on your season, but do you think it's a game you'd rather win, right? But you're not too bothered about losing.
Every game I'd rather win. Like you want to win every game, even if it's friendly.
It's at Wembley. You know, your fans are all. You know, it's a great. It's a little bit of a curtain raiser of a season. Gets people excited for the next week.
Yeah,
when the Premier League is back.
It's like a football appetizer, isn't it?
It's a starter.
Yeah,
it's a starter for the. It wets your palate for what is to be
the big one.
The big one. But regardless of if we think it's important or not, we're going to talk about it because it's happening this very weekend.
Yes,
Manchester City versus Chelsea. I'm going to talk about a couple of things to do with those teams. Namely, last season, Pep Guardiola's Manchester City destroyed the league.
Oh,
it was over by November.
It was like, I think the second City won that game at Old Trafford, we all knew where it was going. Well, unfortunately for you,
a game where every goal was the opposition's mistake.
Well, that's what happens. Like,
no, it happens. It can go that way, and Man City obviously they deserve to win the game. I think against us, but I think that is because until that point, I know it's still early. It was like what, October or something. No, it was December actually. Or late November, something like I remember it being like a Christmas do when it was on.
I remember it was the same day as Liverpool versus Everton as well at Anfield.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they billed it as Derby Day, didn't they?
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, I remember because I think we were level, like we were neck and neck. Or there was like a couple of points in it at that point, and they won that game, and they've romped the league. They romped the.
They did are they the most worthy Premier League champions ever? Because I mean, it's the biggest ever points tally. I think it might even be the biggest gap between first and second as well. Like, I know you're going to talk about like the United team, which did the treble, but if these are solely on your Premier League season, I know your argument for United is always going to be you competing on three fronts.
Oh no! I'm not even going to deny that in the Premier League, that's the best I've seen a team play over 38 games.
What about the Arsenal team? Like the Arsenal Incredibles, Invincibles, sorry.
Incredibles. That's a Disney movie, mate. Can't wait for Arsene Wenger being the last to go. Invincibles were very good as well. At the time though, I don't think I was into football, but I wasn't as heavy into it as I am now. So
yeah, but even as the achievement.
Oh, it's a great achievement. But Man City, last season, Man City just blew everyone away. It's unreal. Just Pep did it, didn't he? He brought the style of play that we think would never be viable in the Premier League, and he only got employed and did it, didn't he?
Yeah, he went and what he did. Right. So do you reckon they can maintain it next season? Well, this season now.
I don't think it's gonna be as if they do win it, which I think obviously is gonna be the bookies' favourites. If they do win it, I don't think it's going to be
as emphatic.
I don't think it's going to be as ridiculous as last season. I think it might be a bit tighter this season.
Yeah, I like to think so. Like in theory, obviously a lot of the Man City team are still quite young. To be fair, like I think in the starting 11, I think 3 players are over 30, and that'll be David Silva, Fernandinho, and company, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So it's still a relatively young team, especially with like Leroy Sané, Sterling, Jesus. All being really young, and they've still got Aguero, who's 28 now.
Yeah.
So City are looking to have a really bright future. To be fair.
Yeah. No. I think that I don't want to get my predictions in now. Actually, I'm not even going to say it. But
they're going to be there. They're going to be.
They're going to be.
If they're not winners, they're pushing it.
Yeah.
They're definitely challengers.
As opposed to Chelsea last season, would you say it was a poor campaign?
For Chelsea last season, it was a very poor campaign. Like, you're Premier League champions, aren't you? Like, your first thought is...
You've got to be. Were they did they seem hungry? Did they seem like they wanted it?
I feel like a lot of it was based on the summer they had last season, didn't they? Because, like, Conte from the word go was very disappointed in transfers.
Quite vocal about it.
Yeah, he was. He's saying he wanted Harry Kane, didn't get him, got Morata instead.
Who turned out to be a flop. Was in for Lukaku, didn't get him.
Yeah, I mean, lost Matic, replaced him back again.
Yeah, it wasn't a great summer, which, if you have a bad summer, which, man, you are actually having right now, so I don't want to...
We'll talk about that next week.
I've got fingers crossed for that, yeah, we'll talk about that next week. But, a bad summer, you don't come into the season feeling positive, and it's just...
It went from bad to worse, isn't it? Like, there was a lot of people saying that like Conte was trying to get himself sacked, wasn't he, so he could get a payout.
Yeah.
And obviously Chelsea were reluctant to do that.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel there's probably a lot going on back behind the scenes that season as well. Obviously with Conte and Abramovich.
Abramovich. Is he currently in the country?
Is he allowed in the country yet?
I don't know. There's a lot of things. Is it a tax problem that he's having?
It's football.
he's got a lot of troubles with the law right now. Let's say that.
My man's fighting the law, and he ain't winning.
He's not winning. You can't buy the law.
You can't buy.
You might just buy the Premier League in 05-06, but you can't buy the law.
No, yeah.
Yeah. Right. So.
But last season wasn't good for Chelsea. They had some good moments, but ultimately you miss out on Champions League football at a team the size of Chelsea.
Alarm bells.
It's not a good season.
It's not there.
It's not good. If you miss out on, obviously now it's harder to get into Champions League. But if you miss out on it, it's a poor season.
It is, yeah. Right, so Man City signings then. I mean, they've had a pretty quiet window. I mean, obviously they signed Riyad Mahrez, which amazingly is a club record fee for Man City.
60 million.
Yeah.
Of thereabouts.
Yeah, transfer market has it at 60.
Only time will tell.
Does too much exist?
I feel like when
we're in a really crazy world of transfers now.
When that Neymar deal came through, it's anyone's. It's fair game now. You splash. You're splashing.
Is Riyad Mahrez worth a quarter of Neymar?
He looks good in that Leicester. Obviously, he looks great in that Leicester team. Is he? What? Where does he play this season? Yeah.
I don't know. Like I feel like he's a rotation option for Sané and Sterling.
I think he'll get goals in this City.
He'll get goals. It'll help City compete on more fronts as well in the Champions League.
We'll just have to wait and see. I don't think I can pick this one, but it's a lot of money, and I don't know if I'd pay it because look, he was excellent in that title winning season.
He was. I mean, he was playing the season, wasn't he?
Then his attitude was next season.
Yeah, I mean,
and he hasn't really had a phenomenal season since.
Last season, he was very vocal that he wanted to leave Leicester, but on the pitch, he still did his job.
Missed training.
He did his job on the pitch though. He worked hard. He performed well for him. To be fair,
he does this. He's done this a couple of times.
There were parts that made him seem like a bit of a shithouse.
Shithousing at the best, yeah.
But like at the end of the day, he did roll his socks and perform for Leicester, which is quite commendable for a player who has been vocal that he wants to leave, because a lot of players would spit the dummy out and not do anything.
And just not play it and force their way out.
Yeah, like Riyad Mahrez did it, but he didn't. He tried to force his way out in the right way, I think.
Maybe. I think we knew he was going. It just felt like it was happening taking forever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the only person that signed.
Yeah.
Do City need anyone else?
I think they need a replacement for Fernandinho. He's 33 now. Like he's good, but he obviously at 33 in a defensive midfield position where your job basically is to do a lot of running.
Well, yeah.
Like
they wanted Jorginho, which
they wanted Jorginho, and that leads us straight into Chelsea.
Yeah, speaking of which, Chelsea.
Yeah. Not only they've got Jorginho, they've got Sarri as well.
I was going to say, talking about signings, is Sarri a good signing as a manager? Actually, firstly, do you think they dicked over Conte?
Yes and no. I feel like he wasn't supporting the right way he was, and over the head of Chelsea's transfer committee had left the club last season. And after that, I thought, okay, maybe Conte's going to get what he wants, and it didn't really work out that way for him, I'm afraid.
So they brought in Sarri, who was at Napoli, brought in Jorginho over from Napoli with him. A bit of a change of system as well.
Yeah.
Because obviously you're playing the was it like a 3-5? No, 3.
It was like a 5-2-3, 3-4-3.
Yeah, it changed. Now going to the 4-3-3.
Yeah. It's going to be a weird one. I don't think Sarri's going to have an immediate effect. I feel like he's got a philosophy and a way of playing football, which I think is going to take a long time for the players to buy into, especially with the fact he came in quite late. To be fair, he was only officially announced a month ago, if that.
Yeah, with Jorginho. Since then, they've also signed Rob Green.
Yeah. I mean, Rob Green's
third choice.
A nothing sign really. I think he's just there to make a homegrown quota.
It's also kind of what Lee Grant is to United.
Yeah, obviously. I don't feel like
it's one of them signings where you get them in. You know they can do a job, but you don't want them to be in a position where they have to do a job, because that means you've got.
They've got to be for nothing as well, so you can't really.
Yeah, but I think a big signing would be Sarri, and we're gonna have to look forward to, because how he sort of sets Chelsea up and how he sort of how he approaches.
Yeah,
it's gonna be interesting. I think he'll find the Premier League was going to find it hard, but
he is. I mean, this is the man who took Napoli, who, like, no respect, aren't the biggest club in the world,
to
push
contenders,
Yeah,
which in a league where Juventus have dominated for so long.
Yeah, I think eight seasons on the bounce now and have won it.
Just mad team.
Like, to push Juventus almost to the wire really is really commendable, especially with what he had. I mean, Jose Callahan, a Real Madrid reject almost, and he performed terrifically for him. So he can get the best out of like good players. He can turn good players into better players.
He already knows Jorginho, who's going to be great. Him and Kante.
Yeah. What do you think Kante's going to roll? Because from what everything I've seen, Jorginho's going to sit at the base about 3, and he's going to be like a Pirlo role almost.
Yeah.
And that leaves Kante like on the right hand side of that 3, and it seems like he's going to be a lot more box to box.
You know he can cover the ground there, which is good.
Yeah, no matter what, he's going to be able to do the running. He's not going to be able to not track back anymore because he's tired, which is good.
I
feel like it's kind of letting a dog off a leash. I feel like not in a bad sense, in which case he's just going to run all over the shop and like leave with gaps. I think he's way too intelligent to do that, but I feel like he's been given a license, which I think is going to help him a lot. Because he reminds me of almost like how Michael Essien was in the mid-noughties for Chelsea, because like Chelsea had Lampard, Makelele and Essien, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously Makelele's sitting where Jorginho is, but Essien had that license to roam and do all the bits. I feel like Kante is going to be very much like that.
Yeah, I mean, he had a great World Cup. He's obviously going to be coming into the season feeling good. But he probably might not play this game, to be fair. If he's
I feel like he might miss maybe the first 2 games of the season just out of being rested.
But if we're talking about the season, he's gonna become feeling positive. He's gonna be, and I think we know his quality. We know he's a great player, and I think under this manager, he might.
I feel like Sarri's going to get the best out of him,
and I hope so, because I just like seeing good players do well.
Yeah,
even if it's rivals, you want your league to be a spectacle. You want it to be the best thing it can be. So
yeah. Right, so how do you think this game's going to go then? A very strong Man City side that won the title against a Chelsea side who have had a turbulent summer.
I think Man City are going to win the game.
Do you think it's going to be comfortable?
I think it's going to be tight. I only think they're going to win the game because Pep's in his 3rd season with City. Obviously, he knows what he wants. He knows what he's doing. He's got a team playing in a certain way. This is Sarri's. It's going to be like his 4th game, or I don't even know what it's going to be. One of his. It's going to be still early in his Chelsea tenure.
Do you think Man City have been made though? Because like Man City struggled last season when teams came at them.
Yeah.
It was. I think it was a go-to for most teams to just sit back against City and try and play for a draw. But then you got like Liverpool when we ended up beating Anfield.
You were going at them, and obviously you played how Liverpool play.
Yeah, we didn't alter our game at all. But like when Manchester United were at the Etihad, I remember like your game then was just sitting back and trying to absorb all the pressure. Maybe.
And then when we came at them,
second half you came flying out of traps, and I feel like you kind of caught them off guard, but also it's not our style of play they're used to going against. So I feel like if Sarri implements the same sort of tactics, which he does ask his team to press high up a lot as well, it will put City under some pressure. So it'll be interesting.
It will be interesting. I still think City are going to snatch it, and I'm going to. Can I give a prediction now? You want me to give?
Give me a prediction.
I'm going to go for 2-1 to City.
All right. I feel like it's going to be nowhere near that close contest. To be honest with you.
You think it's going to be?
I think it's going to be a 3-0 City. I think City are going to walk all over them.
Right.
Make them look like kids.
That's fair.
Yeah. Right. So that's what's done for this week then.
Yeah, that's the very first Big Man Small Man podcast.
First of many.
We hope. Next week we'll probably be previewing the opening day of the Premier League season.
We will be. We've got all the fixtures for next week.
We'll be talking about the very first game, which I'm very excited about because it's on my birthday.
It is, yeah.
The big 2-5, Manchester United versus Leicester. We'll be in Manchester to watch it, just not at the game, in a respectable drinking establishment.
Yeah.
And then we've got Newcastle Spurs, Bournemouth Cardiff, Fulham Crystal Palace, Huddersfield Chelsea, Watford Brighton, and Wolves against Everton on the Saturday. And then on the Sunday you've got Liverpool versus West Ham, Southampton versus Burnley, and then a mouth-watering tie to end it, Arsenal versus Man City at the Emirates Stadium.
That's a tasty one.
Unai Emery's first competitive game in charge against Pep's Man City. Excited to watch that one. Excited for the Premier League season. And just football's back.
Football's back.
Big way. I'm so happy. I'm so excited. I can't wait. The World Cup's been good. But the Premier League, I just love it.
Is here.
I can't wait. Yeah, nothing. I've nothing more to say, mate. I have nothing to say in the words of Jose Mourinho.
Yeah, well, that's enough this week then. Right, have a good one.
Sound. Ciao.
Bye.